Flora and fauna in Asia. Asiatic flora is the richest in terms of diversity on the planet. Starting with orchids and ferns, the grasslands, the deciduous forests, the lofty trees of the wet evergreen rainforests include genus and specimen of Ficus, Dalbergia, Terminalia, Lagerstroemia, Spathodia, Syzygium, Calophyllum, etc. In fact, the tree trunks of the Poeciloneuron indicum, Mesua, Hopia, Acrocarpus were used by the British in India as railway sleepers for laying the tracks. Such was the nature of these hardwood specimens in the Indian rainforests. The tropical wet evergreen rainforests are a microcosm of the very creation of life on earth. The germplasm that obtains from the biodiversity in Asia suffices to combat any kind of environmental challenge in the future, be it soil degradation, climate change, hydrometeorological disasters like flood or drought, flash floods, depletion of the groundwater table or reduced soil fertility. The endemic trees bear the secrets for a panacea to Mother Nature's woes in Asia. Moist deciduous forests from Indonesia northwards till the southern frontiers of Tibet across Indochina are said to be slowly encroaching on the terrain of pine and coniferous forests, aided as they are by climate change and global warming. While the moist, humid forests of the tropics in Asia sustain sensitive species like orchids, the pine forests in Siberia nevertheless offer secure homes to highly endangered carnivores like the Siberian or the Amur tiger, Arctic fox, Siberian wolf and wolverine, etc. Ecosystems of Asia. The different ecosystems that can be found in Asia are ice desert, tundra taiga, temperate broadleaf, temperate steppes, subtropical rainforests, Mediterranean, monsoon forests, desert xeric, shrublands, dry steppes, semi-desert, grass savannas, tree savannas, subtropical dry forests, tropical rainforests, alpine tundra and montane forests. Asia shows a notable diversity of habitats with significant variations in rainfall, altitude, topography, temperature and geological history, which is reflected in the richness of animal life. Asia's vast forestscapes harbor a vast faunal spectrum. Avifauna or bird life, herpetofauna or reptilian population, mammalian genera, insects, butterflies, orchids, freshwater or aquatic fauna and marine fauna thrive in the different latitudes, longitudes and their ecosystems right across Asia. Avifauna. Of the thousands of varieties of birds, mention may be made of pitas, bulbuls, old world babblers, cuckoo shrikes, drongos, fantails, flowerpeckers, helmet shrikes, hornbills, nuthatch, orioles, parrotbills, parrots, shrikes, sunbirds and wood swallows. Mammals. Large mammals characteristic of Indo-Malaya include the leopard, tigers, wild Asian water buffaloes, Asian elephant, Indian rhinoceros, Javan or the Sumatran rhinoceros, and Malayan tapir. The other endemic Asian families include giant panda, mouse-like hamsters, and red pandas. The Asian ungulates include bharal, gaur, black buck, the wild yak, and the Tibetan antelope, four-horned antelope, ox-sheep thakin, K-ting voar, several species of muntyak or deer, bubalus, and others. The goat antelopes are represented by the goral and the sero. Asia's tropical forests accommodate one of the world's three principal primate communities, about 45 species including prosimians, that is the loris and the tarsier, the leaf-eating langurs, the orangutan of Borneo and Sumatra, and the gibbons. Reptiles. Asia has a rich reptile fauna. Monitor lizards, snakes of the Uropeltidae, Acrocodidae, and the Xenopeltidae families, and gharials are endemic to Asia. The crocodiles include mugger crocodile, gharial, false gharial, and saltwater crocodile, also called estuarine crocodile. The more common of the numerous snakes are pipe snakes, Melanophytum plectrurus, Rhinophis, Uropeltis. Sea snakes occur only in the sea of the Australasian plate from the Andaman Sea to the Great Barrier Reef. Elapids, that is king cobra, Bungarus, Calliophis, Indian cobra or the Naya Naya, and Volterinecia, vipers, monitor lizards, skinks, turtles, tortoises, blind snakes are common to South Asia. Freshwater or aquatic fauna. Asia also contains several important freshwater ecoregions. These include all the rivers of Russia, which flow into the Arctic, Black, and the Caspian Seas, and Siberia's Lake Baikal, which is the oldest and the deepest lake on the planet. Baikal is home to numerous endemic sponges, oligochaetes, crustaceans, and the Baikal seal. The Khanka Lake and Japan's Lake Biwa, Lake Dongting, Lake Thai, and Lake Poyang in China are freshwater bodies. The rivers of China are home to the critically endangered finless porpoise and the baiji. There are also several Asian lakes with saline or brackish water and with very peculiar fauna. These are the Caspian Sea, the Lake Balkhash, Aral Sea, Issyk-Kul in Russia, the Qinghai Lake in China, and Lake Chilka in India. South Asia is especially rich in freshwater life, with 10% of the world's fishes, that amounts to over 2,000 species. Marine fauna. There are strong affinities and relationships between Mediterranean and Atlantic fauna. The deep water fauna of the Mediterranean has no distinctive characteristics and is relatively poor. Both are a result of events after the Messinian salinity crisis. An invasion of Indian Ocean species has begun via the Suez Canal. Do some research on the Lesseps migration. The Indo-Pacific is a rich biogeographic region including most part of the Asian seas, comprising the tropical waters of the Indian Ocean, the Western and Central Pacific Ocean, and the seas connecting the two in the general area of Indonesia.